What up, though? Led here, Mr. Top Tier Podcast. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all real quick about something that I was thinking about even a month ago. I even dropped it on YouTube briefly and took it back. And that's Champion of the Year. The race is heating up. Who's in the lead? Who's fell behind? Who's gaining momentum? Who do you see pulling ahead towards the end? It's a really good topic, really cool debate start and stem from this because you go back and rewatch battles and things of that nature. Like I said, I had a vid maybe almost a month ago. I thought about it, talked to a few people that I really respect, and it was best to wait. And it paid off too because the Gnome card really shifted some things for me as far as who I had in mind for me. So somebody like Av beating Arsenal the way he did, Arsenal is one of the highest viewed battlers of all time. To totally dismantle him basically all three rounds, and none of the rounds were close. And you tack on the fact he hasn't lost a round all year before then, that firmly puts him at least in the top three discussion. Now, the thing with him is, outside of Arsenal, his resume isn't that stout, but sometimes the performance outweighs the opponent you face. If you're doing your job, it's kind of hard to knock it. So he would have to be in there. Danny Myers, who is somebody who I had in the lead, just based off of stellar performances all year, and sprinkle in the battle versus Diz, which is kind of what he was missing last year. A high profile main event caliber opponent, and doing that against him, he didn't have that last year, but he got it this year. So that puts him square, firmly in maybe the top two or three. I guess the knock would be on him would be the same besides Disaster. These names are kind of not really the names, but more so the platforms. But I personally love the battle versus Bankhead. Also, I actually give you credit for going to a smaller league and putting a high profile in that league, because that Mac Myron battle in the battle rap community pretty much went viral. So as far as like people were like, yo, this battle was crazy, and you're putting a spotlight on a league that's on the come up, that probably on a regular release wouldn't garner that attention. So that says something about you and what you can bring and your value. So that actually scores points. I know the Champion of the Year with Jay Black and those fellas, they their criteria, they like to highlight who did you battle, your level of competition, and on what platform, and kind of penalize you for taking a battle like Mac Myron on a smaller league. But I actually give you points for that if you can make that battle become the grand focus of the whole battle rap community. But also, he got a lot of debatable, so I'm not going to lie. Chef Trez is debatable. Diz is debatable. Mac Myron is debatable. So if you got him winning all those battles, he's probably number one for you. If you got him losing most of them, he's probably not even in the top five. So it's all opinionated with him. But his performances, his level of quality can't be. So he's in there. Av, Danny, and Geechee Gotti. To me, he hasn't taken the foot off the gas. I know the consensus is people are, and I know how to separate myself from what the consensus say. Like, the consensus say he lost to Surf. I actually have him winning the second and third off of originality. Also, I give, it's a close battle, but the tiebreaker to me is Surf best lines to me were general statements, whereas Geechee's best lines were lines geared towards Surf, whether they be Surf wave flips or just talking about him getting hit up, unfortunately, things like that, and just harping on that. So I kind of edged it to him based off of him being a little more direct. So I actually got him undefeated just like Av this year. So you can really chop it up a number of ways, but it's close. It's close. You can also mention somebody like Rum. And he probably would have been firmly in the top 3 for me if he had closed the deal on K-Shine, because he was headed to a victory, to be honest. His third round was potent, and the slip-up cost him. Got him like maybe 4th or 5th on my list. There's also T-Top, who's put in work. If you got him beating Rum Nitty, then he's probably in your top 3. I got Nitty winning that battle, the first and second. So it's all about your placement based on wins and losses, because at the end of the day, yes, a lot of these guys have had great performances, but at some point, you have to base it on who you think won. And it's hard to solidify who won or lost, because it's all opinionated. That's why we should have judges. Y'all never gonna stop me from pressing on that, because it's so beneficial, not only for this champion of the year, just for the future, for the culture to continue moving forward in a positive direction. But I digress. So yeah, just kicking it, just my thoughts on who's in the lead right now. If I had to edge it to somebody, I would probably edge it to Geechee, because he got the resume. When you talk about guys like Surf and Ice on your resume, that's heavy. And like I said, if you got him winning those battles, which I do, I don't see a reason why he shouldn't be number 1 right now. Av has been dope, but again, outside of ours, he's battled C Money, Glue Easy, Gutter. Don't know. Geechee also battled Chess. Let's not forget that. So I don't know. Y'all comment. Y'all let me know who do y'all have in y'all top 3 or 3 to 5. Am I wrong? How do you guys view the battles that are dope on smaller leagues? Listen, y'all know me. I chop it up with everybody on Twitter at Podtier, Podtier. Hit me up on there. Y'all know we have fun with these debates, right? So also listen to my podcast, Top Tier Podcast, on all streaming services. I'm everywhere. And please share my YouTube channel. Subscribe. I do this for y'all, the people. Top Tier Podcast signing out. And with that being said, keep it battle rap. Love.